Hey guys, here. So I got a lot of questions on which NFL 100 running back is the best to get. As we've seen the stats, here's Jim Brown. I fully powered up 3 of them. Sorry, Emmitt Smith. Here are the abilities you can get on each one of them. With Mr. Jim Brown, I went jukebox, bruiser. I did do armbar for a game with him. And then I think the last one was inside zone guru for dives. Outside zone for the other 2. Wrecking ball, and this is kind of important. High success rate of the next 3 trucks. Those are standard on the card. You start the game with them even if you haven't powered up. Barry Sanders, I ended up using jukebox, spin cycle, which I think are better than evasive. I haven't proven it yet though. And then outside zone, of course. And the first one, free. He has a high fake out rate on next juke spin or hurdle. So yeah, like I said, this is basically, I guess, game-changing. I went full scum, activated all 3, so I was running tonight. This is weekend league. I think it was like my 9-0 game, or 8-0 through 11-0 or 12-0 or something like that. Eric Dickerson stats. We'll compare all the stats in a second. On Dickerson, he should be like a trucking back, but he is a speedy back. Freight train is his one, which I think is actually the best. Increased chance to break the next tackle attempt, because you, as a user, you don't do anything. You just run straight, and he's gonna break the next tackle attempt. So I think this one is actually the best one to start the game with. And overall, I'll give my feelings through the whole video, but Eric Dickerson played very well for me. Here are the stats side by side. Dickerson and Barry Sanders at 96, Jim Brown at 95 speed. Then Jim Brown's a little less agile. Obviously, Barry's the best on the stick, but breaking more tackles will be the heavier guys with Jim Brown and Eric Dickerson. Tall, 6'3" on Dickerson too. So overall, pretty nicely statted across the board. There's going to be a lot, like, left to right, but they both all got jukes, right? They all got the juking chemistry. We can slow that down here in this next video. Same thing, again, as we all just basically, whoop, miss the hit stick into the end zone there. Whoop, whoop for the other 2, too, as Jim takes off. So, we're going to break them down one by one, going here in more depth with each individual guy. But like I said, I don't think there's a single thing wrong with any of them. There's this first one, free, breaking that tackle nice and easy. Second time on the field, that is gone though, because he only broke 1 tackle. But guess what? Even though Dickerson's not as smooth as Barry with the agility, with the acceleration, he still does really well through the hole, does still a really good job kind of being on the stick, always falling forward too, which is a Dickerson trait, as you'd expect out of somebody 6'3", 220. Maybe not as heavy as a lot of the linebackers like the Lewises that you'll see out there. And basically everybody they played with had enforcers. So like, it's kind of crazy. The one time in weekend league where I'm run first, I really scummed it out. Everybody else playing had enforcers on the field, and not many of them had the pass rush chems, whereas, like, normally I'm a pass rush first kind of guy. So, like, a lot of people running pass rush chems are kind of against me. I think you might have 1 pass rush chem there. There's the one that you saw early, but in full view right there against the defense. So that was a touchdown. Dickerson, actually, crazily enough, I don't know if it was the offensive line blocking on him that did the best. I also threw a bomb with him. Just because for the shits and giggles, I threw a cover 4 bomb to get over it. But let's not be true. He does drop the ball though. Like, he's not gonna be specking out there. Was that Ward? Yeah, he's not gonna be specking over, dude. So 68 catching is true. He isn't a great wide receiver, even though you can throw bombs with him with his 96 speed. Essentially, Tyreek Hill on the field too. So all these cards are as fast or faster than every single defender you're gonna go against. So the answer to which one again the best? Yes, they're all best. So get whichever one you feel like using, whichever one your theme team is, whatever one your favorite is. But Dickerson, I mean, explosive play after explosive play. I love this card, and he is really a stud worth getting. Moving on to the next one, Jim Brown. I didn't get as many games in because he was the last one I got, but there's a little stiff arm success rate on the X Factor. He doesn't look as thick for some reason. He is heavier based off Mudhead ratings. I think he's 10 or 12 pounds heavier than Dickerson, but it doesn't feel like he's falling forward as much. I don't get it. I got to work with him a little bit more, really try and feel him out, and it's definitely, I think the first one, free, being off him, or the natural tackle break being gone, hurts him a little bit, but yeah, obviously trucking, stiff arm, always nice on him too, as you go, whoop, spins, he still has it. He does have the jukebox, which is really nice for a trucking back, so he's kind of got, like, you know, everybody's dream combo, right? There's the juke, the full screen juke, along with that bruiser combo. There is talk. I did armbar for a little bit with him, but you know, might as well go with bruiser. Although trucking, I don't feel like it's as good as it was in previous years. Still, there's a nice card right there in Mr. Brown. Barry Sanders, a lot of people's favorite, nimble, small guy. A lot of people still have nightmares of him when his card, Thanksgiving of 18, ruined the entire game. So there's a Tillman with unfakeable, not getting faked out. Barry, of course, low 70s catching, but he can still catch wheel routes really nicely off the edge. And, oof, gosh, so many enforcers out there, so many people hard to fake out. So even though running the ball is powerful, a lot of the opponents have tuned their defense to stop you, and a lot of safeties are tough to get around. Because really, a lot of these games come down, you know, a lot of this stretch, a lot of these dives come down to beating the last guy, and the last guy will have unfakeable. So it's really hard to beat out a computer because the computer can't be beat. So sometimes you got to swerve. There's a really sweet spin by Barry. But comparing them, these are going to be the best running backs for a while. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to limited legend tomorrow or today, aka when this launches, because I'm recording this at like 3:30 a.m. But overall, man, it's hard to choose. But if I had to do one, it would be Dickerson, in my opinion. Although Barry is, yes, better on the thumbsticks, I feel with where it's at right now, the ability to fall forward the extra couple yards, Barry is, did you see how explosive that outside burst is? Just amazing. I mean, so tough to handle. Get him in the open field as we trip over our own guy, our own Jim Brown blocking for us. We have Jim Brown out of position at fullback too, so that we can get the extra chems there. But Barry around the edge, there's no better term in football than that. So, thanks for watching. All of them, 9+ rated. Get your favorite guy. But like I said, Dickerson's probably the one I like the best, at least for what I've seen so far. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.